Ahoy, a Thunderstruck here with an unusual Captain Bamboo courier with the New Bloom Celebration Ethereal Gem and the Unhallowed ground as the Prismatic gem for the color of the effect. As you can see, the New Bloom Celebration Ethereal Gem gives the effect that the courier keeps on throwing off some firecrackers in random directions, and then once they explode, the effect that comes out of them is determined by the Unhallowed ground Prismatic gem that we can see in there. So let's have a look around at the courier. And the courier can be seen moving like this. When you have the regular view, you can see the little firecrackers popping up everywhere once the courier is walking around. And now let's have the courier walk into the Roshan pit, see how it's moving
Your middle
across
tower
the
is
map,
burning.
and how it will be moving throughout the forest here on the way to the Roshan pit as well. You can see it dropping all the firecrackers on the way there. Some nice little explosions out of them. And now we're here in Roshan's pit. So that's looks like over here. Has a pretty nice effect to it, honestly. And now let's have a little bit of the walk throughout the dire side of the map during daytime as well, so that we can look at it a bit in a bit of a darker way too. Of course, it ran through the forest on the radiant side before on the way to Roshan, and there's a bit of shadow there, but here we have it darker overall. The effect seems to, especially with this Unhallowed ground color in it, it seems a little bit nicer in the darker side of the map, and that'll probably be the same during the night on this side of the map. And now for the flying version of the courier. As you can see, it now takes a little bit longer for the firecrackers to reach the ground because they're coming off the courier while it's flying. So they'll stay as firecrackers just a bit longer and
Your
then
middle
explode.
tower is on fire.
And then let's see it flying around in base a bit,
Your middle
dropping so
tower
many
is under
crackers
attack.
that we can see exploding everywhere over here. Their little explosion effect with the yellow and sparks before we get the other effect that is then colored by the Unhallowed ground. So the little effect that we sometimes see depending on how they fall down, that is not changed by the color of the gem. And then let's have the courier visit Roshan once again, so we can see it flying through the radiant forest.
Your top tower is on fire.
Dropping all its firecrackers there.
Your top tower is burning.
And then having them drop here in the Roshan pit, where the effect is not seen as great in the color due to the lava over there. The color is sometimes a little bit different, but it's still pretty much the same. So you have to pay attention to that. But your courier will, most of the time when you're looking at it, not really be flying here in the Roshan pit. So that's not a big deal to me. Alright, and now let's have a look at it in the dire forest as well during the night for the extra darkness, so we can really get to see the effect properly in the darkest that you can get on the map as well. So we can see them dropping off to the ground a little bit here. in the dark you can really see these sparks much better even. So this is a really good side of the map to have this courier on, as you can really see much more of the effect. And then the little explosions where the color is based on your prismatic gem, they can be seen a little bit from the sky, but not as much when you're really zoomed out. If you zoom in a bit more like this, they become a bit more visible, but they're not as visible now during the dark, complete dark here, while completely zoomed out. So let's have the courier moving a little bit as well, so we can
Your bottom
follow
tower
it.
is under attack. Doesn't bother me if it all burns
there
down.
it shows up a little bit better actually.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So being zoomed in, and while it's moving, it does show up a bit better compared to having this view. It really
Your bottom tower
depends a
is
little bit as
burning.
well on where the courier is currently standing and where it's throwing down the firecrackers.
Your top tower is under attack.
But while we're moving away, we can see the effect a bit better in the real dark.
Your top tower is under attack.
We do have a little bit of light around the courier during the night, and there in the dark it's really showing up much better. So that is it for the Captain Bamboo with the New Bloom Celebration, Ethereal Gem effect, and then the color of Unhallowed Ground. So the color can be changed if you have a different Prismatic Gem with the same New Bloom Celebration Ethereal Gem in it. That concludes this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and if you want to be notified once more videos are published, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it was an informative video, and take care.